Hello and a very warm welcome to Meghan and Harry News YouTube channel. I'm Alex and I hope you're all good out there at the moment. Meghan and Harry have hit the headlines over the last couple of days due to an appeal by Associated News magazines over their court case. Meghan Markle said her husband Prince Harry faced constant berating from members of the royal family over her estranged father Thomas Markle. She made the claims in texts and emails released by London's Court of Appeal on Friday. The messages were released as a result of the Duchess of Sussex's lawsuit against Associated Newspaper Limited, publisher of Mail Online and the Mail on Sunday. The publisher is trying to overturn a court decision that, if breached the former American actress' privacy by publishing portions of a handwritten letter she wrote to her father after she married the British prince in 2018. A High Court judge ruled in February that publication of the letter was manifestly excessive and hence unlawful. The catalyst for my doing this is seeing how much pain this is causing, Markle texted in August 2018. Even after a week with his dad, Prince Charles, and endlessly explaining the situation, his family seemed to forget the context and revert to, "Can't she just go and see him and make this stop?" They fundamentally don't understand, so at least by writing we'll be able to say to his family, "She wrote him a letter and he is still doing it," Markle continued. "By taking this form of action, I protect my husband from this constant berating, and while unlikely, perhaps it will give my father a moment to pause. Obviously, everything I have drafted is with the understanding that it could be leaked, so I have been meticulous in my word choice," Markle shared, noting she planned on writing the letter with numbered pages and few paragraph breaks so that it couldn't be easily manipulated. Recently, Markle apologised to the court for forgetting about her communications with Nauf, in which she authorised him to speak to authors Omid Scobie and Carolyn Durand of Finding Freedom, a sympathetic book about her relationship with Harry. And the tabloids made a big deal out of this, with headlines accusing her of not telling the truth. It's kinda crazy that so much attention over such a silly detail. It just shows how possessed the tabloids are. But now the story that is getting the most attention is Meghan stating that Harry was berated by the royal family, constantly criticising and scolding him. And it does seem that Meghan and Harry were doing these things, as in writing this letter, in order to get the royal family members off their back. They are so continually obsessed with their public persona and their public image due to them being funded by the public. This is a constant worry to them, and it's never been lower than it is now. But of course this comment from Meghan is now bringing out the dead wood, bringing out the old trusted servants of the firm in the shape of the royal rota. Here we see Angela Levin, whose credibility is still at 0%, ever since she was caught tweeting that Meghan's pregnancy was a fake moon bump. Ever since then, zero credibility. Yet here she is, and guess what? Surprise, surprise, she is telling everyone how perfect and honourable the royal family are, and how Meghan must be mistaken. Here we see, they're not the type of family. Angela Levin challenges Meghan Markle's berating claim. Royal biographer Angela Levin was said that Meghan Markle's claims that the royal family had been constantly berating her husband, Prince Harry, does not add up. It always amazes me, how would these people know anything, making comments about families you don't belong to? How on earth would you know what is going on behind closed doors? Angela Levin told Talk Radio this morning that the royal family don't get involved in berating. She said Meghan Markle's claims levelled at Prince Charles were shocking and very rude. According to a text message the Duchess sent to an aide, Meghan wrote a 5-page letter to her estranged father to protect Harry from the royal family's constant berating. Of course they don't berate Angela. They are perfect in every single way. She then says, I don't think the royal family are that type of family. They are not the type of family to berate. What nonsense. Notice she says, I don't think, which means she doesn't know anything. Here we see a Guardian article about Meghan and Harry, Politics and Royalty it's called. Can Harry and Meghan succeed in reintroducing royalty into US politics? The article says they are trying to get involved in US politics. Arian Chernock, a professor of history at Boston University and author of The Right to Rule and the Rights of Women, Queen Victoria and the Women's Movement. They're trying to rebrand themselves without completely rejecting the royal moniker. Meghan is adamant that hers is a human rights issue that she as an American can speak to, but the issue that she casts as non-political unfortunately plays out in the US context as a very partisan one. Book writer David Hackett Fisher says there aren't many royalists among my fellow citizens, but they may be intrigued by people with a title, Fisher says, and most Americans have absolutely no interest in aristocracy or monarchy and don't think it should have any standing. But celebrity is a different matter. Americans don't think of celebrity as an order, but celebrate individuals by their interest in them, as film stars, athletes, or whatever they may be, and some because they have a lot of money. The Sussexes, he says, are celebrities only in the sense that the tabloids cover them, but that's about the only thing that flows from their status. But the relative acceptance within some Democratic circles of Meghan's political input suggests more than shared causes in a tense political moment. Rightly or wrongly, she can do things average citizens can't, says Bruce Freed at the Center for Political Accountability. It's star power. It feeds the ego to get a call from a prominent person. So, what do you guys think? Should Meghan and Harry get involved in politics? Should they stick to charity, human rights issues, or can they combine the two and be successful? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. I will see you later.